And it's a good deep kick in for a touchback. So at the 25 is where Jaren will not be able to go for the Cougars. Fake it to him. Here's Hall. Drops to pass, and this is intercepted. TaRiq Bracy on the first play of the game is going to set up the Irish perfectly.
Throw the ball deep down the field. They started last week by throwing a go ball. They do it again. There's some pressure in Hall's face. He can't get the ball out there. Bracy is a playmaker for Notre Dame. Usually at the nickel position, now playing outside.
And finally get one. Now Pine gives again. Here goes TaRiq. Breaks it to the outside. Now back up inside the 30-yard line. TaRiq, that role of his continues to expand. And remember the start against Cal? A little nervous, starting to get into it. Now, though, confidently here to start. Back to Mayer. And Mayer inside the 15. And a timeout whistles.
Timeout. Timeout prior to the flag.
Now he sends Diggs that direction. Empty look for Pine. Pressure in his face and fires, and this throw goes high on Drew Pine. Incomplete. Getting there in a hurry was Tyler Batty. And here comes Groupie, 3 for 4 on the season. And Groupie is good. And a short 5. Hall protected well and floats this pass to nobody. Isaiah Foskey, who's been forcing so much pressure recently, was a
lot of different looks for BYU. They got 2 down linemen. There's another timeout.
Timeout, BYU. Their second of the half. 30-second timeout.
One of the things that's interesting about this BYU defense.
And in motion he will come, and right back where he originally lined up. Now Pine on the move, rolling to his right, plenty of time, and fires down the field into traffic, and it's broken up. Jaden Thomas was the intended target, unable to come up with it. Micah Harper there in coverage, and he's fired up. Transfer from Harvard from deep in his own territory. Able to get it away cleanly. It's Hobbs Nyberg. Backpedaling, able to gather it. Now Nyberg, gas pedal for him out across the 45-yard line, still on his feet, gets a block, screened off perfectly inside the 30, goes Hobbs Nyberg.
Proverbial outkick the coverage. Nyberg bobbles it early. He makes the first one miss. Outstanding block here by Micah Harper to shield the Notre Dame defender.
That's going to bring Chris Brooks right back into the game. Look at this play. Hall's going to keep it himself, and he's going to pick up the first down, fake that pitch out to Brooks, the option look, and keeps it on. Now Hall gives Brooks. He's moving that pile forward. The big body of Brooks. He was trying to smell down the end zone. Takes it inside the 5-yard line.
It's the pile. First and goal on the 3, knocking on the door.
They'll go right back to Brooks. And this time he is stopped up just shy of the goal line at it front for BYU.
They are. They're big, they're tall, they're athletic, they're pass protectors first, but they're showing they can run block too.
They're playing with some pace as well, right there behind that offensive line in the front of Notre Dame, able to ride.
I'd put it in Hall's hands.
There was a mass substitution for Notre Dame. Brooks right there at the goal line. He's hit immediately and stopped. Bo Bauer in the backfield, and he stopped Brooks on the spot.
Hey, now it's
more aggressive, known as an aggressive coach, as you said, but in this game especially. 4th and goal.
Got him.
Now Hall swings it to the outside, and that is caught for a touchdown by Cody Epps. He has been tremendous this year.
Formation, he comes down, and he goes right back out. Once that ball is snapped, the man-to-man coverage, the timing is perfect. Hall knows exactly what he has, and he puts it on Epps.
I don't know about that.
Maybe he did. difference.
Maybe it did. That was one of the...
For Mayer here in the first quarter.
Now on 2nd and 2, back to the ground game. It's Estime who has the first down, and he's still battling. Always tough to get on the ground, and not sure he ever...
The last couple of years.
Notre Dame 0 for 2 on 3rd down. Now Pine. Protection is great, and he fires towards Mayer. Look at this hands catch by Mayer for the first down. Defender all over his back. That's Micah. Sure, Zora. And here is Pine, 3rd and 1, takes a hit out to Michael Mayer. He ties that record, spins forward, still on his feet. And I liked what Mayer said too. You know, I don't really care about the record. What I care about is winning. But if that's going to...
Moving a lot of different things, but he's not scared or shying away from anybody.
Now Pine, protected well and fires, has Mayer, and Mayer up top for the touchdown. He has the record all by himself.
Watch Mayer here. He pushes up the field. He runs what we call a little nod route. Make it seem like I'm running an out. He powers through the defender, gets up the seam.
On comes Groupie, and that is good. And how about for Drew Pine? All moment for Hall here. 3rd down and 4. Looks to his right, and he is almost intercepted. He threw it directly to Clarence Lewis, and Lewis cannot believe it went right through his hands. Just a very slow start. Uncharacteristic from Hall. Now Pine. Protection's great, and down the middle has a man complete. It's Lorenzo Styles who takes it into BYU territory. Now Pine fires quickly, and it's caught by Braden Lindsey, trying to get him involved in this offense. Just 7 catches on the year for him, working on Mandel, the corner of BYU.
Just a little
weather. The true freshman checks into the game. Bottom of the screen. Part of that Twins over there after Lindsey motions to the left. Alpine fires. It's Michael Mayer. Caught, still on his feet. Have to get him on the ground. He takes it inside the 15.
Tight end U. Put them all out there.
And Raritan is massive himself. 6'7", 245. He may be the next great one. Alpine gives, and trying to battle towards that line to gain, and they're going to mark him shy. Alpine on the ball, and it looks like a timeout. You saw Marcus Freeman sprinting down the sideline.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
It's a still look on a 4th down and 1. Here's Estime. BYU defense on the spot.
And they might have stopped him.
It's Peyton Wilgar, and he did. Not very often you see Estime, who is stopped exactly where first contact's made.
Make a huge 4th down stop. BYU can't stand toe-to-toe with Notre Dame, but that line movement helped. A big stop by the Cougars.
Now Hall deep in his own territory. Hall is going to go down. It's a safety. Jack Kaiser was there. The pocket is collapsing on Hall, and they get him as a unit.
The field is that the quarterback was down in the end zone. The result of the play is a safety.
Jack Kaiser got home.
Sudden change. This is sudden change for the Notre Dame defense. They got BYU backed up, and it's pressure. Here they come off the edge. Al Golden dials it up. BYU doesn't have an answer. It doesn't look like Jaren Hall's aware of it. There's pressure on the front side. Is out of rhythm, not in sync so far in this ball game.
Great punt, good coverage. TaRiq couldn't get going. Estime can, though. Picks up the 1st down there on a 1st down carry.
That the double teams, then they get to that 2nd level, and these runners are awfully good getting in behind them.
3 tight ends in the game on a 3rd and short, and this time the power of that offensive line you're just describing. Irish 4 for 7 on 3rd down. Here's Pine, takes his time and fires, has a man complete. It's Holden Stays. That's the first catch of his career, and he takes it inside the 40. Here's Pine, fires, he's looking for Thomas, and Thomas makes the play. Spins the hips around, gets physical, 215 pounds, and he took it away from Robinson.
Hey, lots of talk about this running game and the tight ends. Drew Pine says we can do it with the receivers down the field too. He gets man-to-man coverage. Jaren Thomas working that inside fade route. He's a big target. He's got great ball skills.
Chris Tyree, the running back. Now he heads out wide. Empty look for Pine. Stands in there, takes a hit, trying to get the football to Michael Mayer, who had a chance and just cannot hang on. Tyler Bat
stops temporarily to get yourself lined up.
Kept getting caught with 10 men on the field and burned 2 timeouts quickly. Here's Hall looking downfield, forced to scramble with it. Hall makes a cut, and he picks up that first down.
Got to get on the ball quickly.
Though.
Got to get on the ball quickly and get yourself rolling. Points for BYU.
So we're back at the 43-yard line, trying to protect that field goal range.
Look for Jaren Hall to try to extend this play. Oh.
Hall gives, ground game, and content to take this thing to halftime. We'll see Marcus Freeman is as well, and takes that headset off. And conversations will be happening in that BYU locker room.
But Jaren Thomas goes over the top and makes a big-time play, the signature play of the first half.
Jake Oldroyd send it deep to begin the second half, and Chris back to the sideline. Pine looks. Tommy Rees said this is his favorite way to call a game, and he feels like style of play BYU plays defensively. This is the kind of game he likes to be up in the box for a clear picture for Chris Tyree here. Takes it across the 40 and picks up the first down before Allfree.
Tempo of a game better than the great point guard for the Lakers, and that's the style that Notre Dame wants to play. They want to be in charge of the tempo. Doing a good job tonight.
Sure have been. Off the right side and picking up the first down is Chris Tyree. That was Josh Lugg.
Out is not a bad play for Notre Dame.
The Irish have been good on third down, 6 for 9. Here's Pine, all kinds of time, and he's taken that time. Finally forced to get rid of it. Michael Mayer has enough time to get open, and Michael Mayer has the first down. Unbelievable work down the field by Mayer.
Football.
Now 3 tight ends check into the game for Notre Dame. Here's Pine trying to escape the pass rush, and he does, able to get it away. It's Estime. Now Estime goes airborne with the first down. How about this play? Little Patrick Mahomes magic from Pine.
It sure was. We've been talking about.
Free him up. Now Pine looking towards Mayer. Lofts one up into the air, and Michael Mayer brings in the touchdown. Stop it out, big fella.
This guy has been outstanding. He's the inside receiver here. We call that a delta route. He's running all the way across the field. Pine sees the man-to-man coverage. He knows that he can be high and out in front of Mayer, and Mayer's going to do the rest. Excellent coverage recognition, excellent route, ball placement cannot be better.
Notre Dame tight end in a game. Trying to run down all the records tonight. Groupie good.
Was involved and get Jaren Hall into some rhythm.
3rd and 3. It's Nakua, and Nakua on the jet sweep. And the coaching staff of BYU said he is the best jet sweep player that they have ever coached. Hall drops on a 2nd and 5 and has a man straight down the middle of the defense. It's Epps, Cody Epps, who makes one man miss and in for the BYU touchdown. That'll get him going.
In the Los Angeles area, he's an outstanding slot. Excellent feel running the seam. He's wide open.
So BYU gets themselves right back into the game, and they're able to hit the extra point this time. Logan Diggs remains the running back. Pine fires. Michael Mayer, and Mayer, who never drops a pass, this time goes right through his hands. 50 already. Snap it from the 5. And they'll keep it on the ground. This is Katoa, but Katoa has room. And Katoa picks up the first down.
And there's some BYU faithful here in Vegas as well, Jack.
Hall fakes, swings it to the outside on a slant route. It's Gunnar Romney, and he'll pick up the first.
It's a big pickup there, and you mentioned Kalani Sitake. He's a great story.
Cougars chant breaking out as the blue in this crowd starting to get into it. Here's Brooks on the pitch, and Brooks still inbounds, and now he's into the secondary inside the 30-yard line, low on his shoulder on DJ.
Awfully good feet for a big man, finishing the run the right way.
Pistol look, and back to Brooks. Brooks has all kinds of space in front. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, BYU.
From the pistol, it's just Brooks. Notre Dame's been awfully good on their offensive line. BYU says we play pretty well on our offensive line as well. Black shirts on white shirts. Stretch the run, put your foot in the ground and go north and south, and nobody left on the second level. BYU is right back in this thing.
28-yard touchdown run. And now Smith. Irish lead by 5. Here's Pine. Steps up and has a man complete right down the middle. It's Jaren Thomas who's putting together a breakout game into BYU territory.
Yard line. Important for Pine not to go backwards. Don't be surprised by some pressure by BYU. Try to get the ball out of his hand.
Here's Pine. Irish have been great on third down in this game, and they do so again. It's Jaren Thomas working the middle, and Jaren Thomas is becoming a force
throughout this ball game.
And Tommy Rees was saying he could design any play, go into the quarterback room, say, which receiver do you want? They all say Thomas. Now here's Pine. His pass is deflected up into the air. It's intercepted. That's Max Tooley, a guy that has 2 pick-6 on the season.
Interception. First down.
Gets underneath of it and has a massive interception for BYU. It was deflected up into the air. Tooley on the spot and completes the play on the dime.
Notre Dame. Looks like some form of man-to-man coverage.
It's a clean drop for Hall. All kinds of time, and fires it down the sideline. Had his man, he dropped it. It was Nakua. Had his hands all over the football, and it just fell out of his arms.
Notre Dame using that scan offense, seeing what BYU's in and getting into their call.
Send Diggs in motion. Pine protected very well. He's going to scramble, try to get to that line to gain, and he's able to cross it. What a play by Drew Pine.
They know how to get north and south and keep those drives alive. That's what Drew Pine is.
Ground game, right up the middle, still on his feet is TaRiq Bracy. Now Bracy into the secondary. One man to meet and shoved out inside the 10. That was Judy Lally.
Who's team. Those 4-yard runs in the first half become 40-yard runs in the second half. The white shirts are on the black shirts. Bracy in behind him. He feels the softness to the right, and he does the rest. That's 230 pounds right there. Big and physical. This guy's playing with a lot of confidence. A big run for the Irish.
Pickup of 45 for TaRiq Bracy. Now Bracy right up the middle and inside the 5. They call him the baby bus. The baby bus nickname. He's starting to play like the baby bus, North Carolina. And now again,
that's ability he has to be compared to that guy.
Well, Tyree checks in. Give it to Tyree. Trying to battle forward, and the defensive front by BYU and Ben Bywater. The shot clock running out.
It's going down.
Sure is. And Freeman running down the sideline again and gets the timeout. Now Braden Lindsay opposite side the formation. Salerno down there with Mayer, who now works wide, comes back inside for the screen. He's stopped right there at the 1 yard line. Football comes out. They're going to blow the whistle, say he was down.
The runner was down. Short of the line again, short of the goal line, 4th down.
So tried to set up the screen up to settle.
Right hip came down before that ball came out. And absolutely the right decision here by Marcus Freeman. Trying to make it an 8-point game.
And that was Micah Harper there on the spot. Groupie in and right down the middle for Groupie. So that's a big field goal, though. Everyone else just 5 catches for 20 yards and no scores. Here's Katoa. Nice lane for Katoa, and he'll pick up 9.
Jack, there's a great expression in football. The only against this Notre Dame front 7.
They have used pace nicely. Blitz is on. That's Maris Leofow trying to get through. Able to escape is Hall. It's back to Epps. Now Epps inside the 40. He has been torching this secondary of the on the ball quickly. Hall gives. Here's Brooks, and Brooks trying to battle forward. Second effort to get there, and he is stopped up short. Saw Maris Leofow getting involved. Here's Hall, gives it off the right side and stuffed.
I don't think so.
That's Katoa who was trying to get there. Adam Alola, Jason said no.
On the biggest play of the ball game, Katoa has no chance. A big stop by the Irish. That's the guy who showed up right there, the critical moment for the Irish.
Amazing. Give, here's Diggs. Diggs has a lane. Diggs makes a man miss by going vertical. He's still on his feet, out across midfield, breaking tackles. Here goes Logan Diggs. Got Sherwood in the game. Estime right there behind him. Heavy look for Notre Dame. Flip it to Estime. He has space off the left side. Fighting for the line to gain. It's pretty close depending on the spot. He really has been great.
And we've talked a lot about the complementary pieces, the line, the runners, the tight end, all of that. But Drew Pine has been outstanding. He was outstanding against North Carolina 2 weeks ago. He was outstanding from start to finish tonight. And Notre Dame is on a roll. Stanford coming to their place next week. A big win for the Irish out here in Vegas over a game BYU team.